on this first Saturday of November, I think it's the 2nd, around 4 a.m. I was psychotronically, through voice to skull remote neural monitor and forced speech rentology, attacked by witches, bitches, and butches. To the point that they were causing hemorrhage in my brain, to the left side of my brain. And the type of weaponry that they used on my ears, I thought it was sound technology. The mind handler said that it was thermal technology, thermal weaponry. And what they do is that they try to suppress my organic energy is memories. My organic energy and memories, and they put off a lot of ritual energy, a lot of EMF energy. They program in a lot of ritual energy and ritual behavior. And it's degrading and demonic. I said, how am I going to explain this? But point being is, it caused me a lot of brain damage. Memories are gone. I can't recall memories. I can recognize memories. Like, for instance, I took 3 years of French. If I read a French book, the words will be familiar. However, I can't recall the basics of French. And it goes with some of the other languages that I speak also. I can't recall the basics of the language. I can't recall memories. I can recognize memories. They've taken this away from me. And there's the witch behavior is a high frequency witch behavior. A high frequency witch behavior is a demonic behavior, trauma behavior, abusive behavior, incriminating. Because they do the forced ranting, which makes it so that my mouth is a witch mouth. And the witch mouth is just barking and saying things that I didn't record. My will, my throat, my instinct has no ability to shut it off. And when the witch is barking, my mouth becomes a witch mouth against my instinct, against my will. Becomes incriminating. And as I'm saying this, they're like really saying a lot of degrading things in my brain. The R&M brain. I forget what I'm saying. When a witch mouth is ranting through me, the witch is causing me destruction, traumas to those around me. I'm figuring out how to better explain this. A high frequency witch behavior is a trauma behavior, abusive behavior, bestiality behavior. And I'm figuring out it's a vampire behavior that one of the main witches puts out. I have like several witches that will get into my astral body, into my astral energy body, my psychotronic brain, my throat, and auditories. Between here, somewhere here in this, in the auditories is a radio chip, and somewhere over here in the vocals is a microphone through which they talk very loudly. And I can hear the loudness, and those around me can hear the loudness, and they call it barking. The operatives calls it barking. And the frequencies that they put out are heavy. The hood behavior, the HOOD, are very heavy frequencies. And they make it heavy, and they they assume a target as an HOOD so that they can cause traumas. My suspicion is if a target isn't assumed as an HOOD, they can't cause traumas, and they can't solicit a target's brain. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's what it's a suspicion I have. Two of my main handlers are HOOD. And they will say they will put out HOOD frequencies that are heavy behavior, sports industry, music industry, and they are from a tower. There's a towerness in the Americas. There's a towerness to that. They call it the spook tower. And in the witch tower, there's the spook tower, and there's the dog tower. The dog tower, it's gang stalkers wears caps. They wear these caps, and the eyes, you can always look. The eyes, they're either phantom eyes, they're vampire eyes, they're dog eyes. And there's a lot of EMFs that are just coming out of a person because their organic energy is just covered by EMFs. And when you have a lot of EMFs on a person, that person can play out, that target can play out as a cyborg, as a mind-controlled cyborg, as a mind-controlled bully, as a mind-controlled trauma and abusive bestiality behavior being. I really get tortured. These beings don't allow me to live my life, my tasks. They take my memories. And what I'm going to do for the day, they make it so that I'm so exhausted mentally, so that if I'm at a store, they could play out a theater for which I'm unprepared, where I can't verbally defend myself.